like the players, they're asking for so much money, but most of them, they say that they play the game because they love the game. But it doesn't look like it when you're asking for $700,000 when you already get paid $500,000, which is like 10 times more than the average American.
Welcome to episode 46 of Everything Sports with Aman and Evan. I'm your host, Aman Attarni.
And I'm your co-host, Evan Garber.
And we talk about the hottest topics in sports of the course of the past week. And in today's episode, we are going to start off the episode by talking about MLB, because the crazy thing is that it's not really crazy because of the developments, but the players and owners didn't reach a deal, so the season is delayed. And that is actually probably big for MLB, and we'll tell you why when the segment starts. And then we'll talk about NFL free agency, NFL trades, because Amari Cooper is likely to be either cut or traded from Dallas. So more on that in that segment. But before we start the episode, a couple of announcements. First, remember we post at the start of the week on Monday and at the end of the week on Friday. And then the live stream that I was talking about last week, Evan will most likely be in it Sunday, March 13th, 5 p.m. Pacific time. The pool of teams gets announced at 6 p.m. Eastern, but I remember it wasn't until like 4 or 4:30, a while after that, where you could get access to all the statistics and everything. So that's why it starts a little bit later than when the teams get announced. And that'll also be NFL free agency. So the tentative timing is 5 p.m. Be on the lookout on Twitter for more information. But without further ado, let's get into it. No surprise here, to be honest, even though all of MLB fans were looking forward to a deal, but just didn't get it done. The players, the MLB could not reach a deal. Evan, since I know you're a huge baseball fan, the floor is yours.
Yeah, so for those of you who haven't been keeping up too much, the deadline was originally, I believe it was Monday. Yeah, Monday at 11:59 p.m. Eastern time. And the talks were actually going really, really well that day. Like reportedly, they talked for about 14 hours, I think it was, going into early Tuesday morning. But then you get to Tuesday, and things did not go as well. I mean, you saw players posting about how they want new jobs. Like you saw Joey Gallo posting a LinkedIn bio saying that he needs a job. And then you saw Bryce Harper posting that he wants to join one of the Japan League teams. So at that point, you knew things were not going well. The MLB did offer their quote-unquote best and final offer. Obviously, that won't be the best and final offer because because they need to get a deal, obviously. But
wait, hold on. Before you continue, I don't know if it's big or not, but Bryce Harper is the latest of several big leaguers spotted at USF, University of San Francisco's baseball stadium. So, I mean, could they switch teams? I know it's college, but could they switch teams to like Japan or something? I don't know. But continue.
Yeah. So the first week of games is delayed, or canceled actually, sorry, not delayed. So that means the first two series for most teams will not be played. And it's really, really tough as a fan. Things have not been going well the past few days. You haven't had any meetings between the players and the owners, except for a small little meeting yesterday in New York. But it's just so frustrating. Like I said so many times already on Monday, it doesn't seem like the players or the owners really care about the game of baseball. If you really, really cared about the game of baseball, you would have started talks way earlier than you did, and you would have gotten a deal done no matter what. Like the players, they're asking for so much money, but most of them, they say that they play the game because they love the game. But it doesn't look like it when you're asking for $700,000 when you already get paid $500,000, which is like 10 times more than the average American. It's just so
Exactly.
stupid.
These players are getting paid better than the average American, but yet you're still complaining? Like, the MLB minimum salary in 2021 is $570,500 annually. And it's been increasing. 2019, 555,000, 2020, 563,500. And then now 2021, $570,500. And then when you look up average American salary for 2021, approximately $51,480. And
Yeah.
that's just crazy. Almost 10 times, actually more than 10 times the salary of the average American. What are you complaining about? To Evan's point, you're not playing baseball for the game. These players are clearly in it for the money. Like, I don't know what else to say. You're getting paid well, even for the lowest possible salary. And yet, here you are, risking the MLB being honestly irrelevant. And now the players, oh my God. I know Rob Manfred is catching heat for this, but I feel like not many people are realizing the salaries of the MLB minimum versus the salaries of the average person in America. And
Yeah.
to your point, man, it doesn't look like these players are in it just for baseball per se. I think they're in it for the money. And you're a Giants fan. People are obviously other MLB team fans too. What are these fans going to think of their own players? Because when you realize, like, Corey Seager just got paid a bomb by Texas Rangers, I believe, right before the lockout.
Yeah, you're right.
Mike Trout has a massive salary. So many players are still getting massive salaries. And let me say it again. Even the player with the lowest salary is still earning $570,500 per season. Per season. It's not like, maybe for a sport, I'd say, I don't know what, but it's not like they're getting paid like $20,000, $30,000 a year. Obviously, that would be way too less, and it would make sense. But I think you brought it up on Monday, Walker Buehler saying this is workers versus owners, not millionaires versus billionaires. Like, it really is millionaires versus billionaires. And it's millionaires who, I don't think these players care about the game of baseball. I know that might be too far, but what do you think, man?
Yeah, I don't think they care about the game of baseball at all. And also, I don't know. You have a lot of people saying that Manfred doesn't care about baseball at all either. I'm not saying that people are wrong, but I think that Manfred deserves way less hate than he's getting. He's literally just doing his job. Like he works for the owners. The owners are the ones that hired him. So he's just doing his job as and he's just doing a really, really good job at it. Even though it seems frustrating from a fan standpoint, he's just really, really, really good at his job, and I think people just need to respect that instead of uh, bagging on him. Um, I mean, it's not just him that's causing this delay of the season. It's the players and the owners combined. They're all they're all stuck up. They all want more. They all want less. Whatever. Basically both sides want more money. They want to, like the millionaires. They want more money. The owners, they want to keep their money. But it's just so really stupid. And then just a little bit off the money stuff. We had the owners also proposing larger bases, a pitch clock, and banning the shift. Now I'm honestly fine with the larger bases and the pitch clock because it just helps the play of the game. Larger bases prevents injuries, and the pitch clock just prevents the speed of the game, helps the speed of the game. But banning the shift is just the dumbest thing, in my opinion. Uh, the game is a strategy game. That's literally what baseball is, and the
Yeah.
shift is literally just strategy. Like the players are supposed to hit against it. That's literally how it works. I don't understand why I need to ban it.
Yeah, like I feel like the owners and the league are being flexible, but I think the players are the ones that clearly, I mean, clearly don't want to play. Like they're just after for the money. So
Yeah, I think it's because they know they're gonna get paid. It's just a matter of when. They could care less how long it takes. Because they know they're gonna get paid. So I don't really know. Because they know that the owners know that there is no baseball without them. But the players got to realize there's no baseball without the owners either. They both got to just realize that you need both sides, um, and they got to come to a deal.
exactly. And we'll end the topic off here, man. But I mean, obviously anything can happen by Monday over the weekend. So I mean, we'll see. And with that, the NFL free agency is March 14th, just around the corner, and we have gotten pretty big news that Amari Cooper is likely headed out of Dallas. What do you think of this move by Dallas?
Yeah, I was honestly pretty shocked when I saw the news, but I understand it. He wasn't that great last year, at least in terms of his usual standards. Uh, and his contract is pretty big, if I'm not mistaken. So I understand that they could just be trying to restructure his contract, possibly, but more than likely, I think they're letting him go. I mean, they already have a wide receiver one in CeeDee Lamb, so they don't necessarily need him. But
Yeah.
I think it's pretty big for teams like the Eagles um, and the Colts who are looking for another wide receiver.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree, and there were, I guess, instances, or there were many parts of the season where we could see this coming. Like they want to save cap space, whatever, and oh gosh, like they clearly needed to make a change after that Niners game. So honestly saw that coming, but it's still surprising nonetheless because Amari Cooper is on borderline wide receiver one. No, I'm not even going to call him borderline. He is a wide receiver one on some teams, but he's definitely a wide receiver two. So, I mean, you saw Giants cutting their tight end for cap space. So I mean, it's just, I feel like shocking things have been happening this offseason. Like, could potentially be the biggest offseason we've had in a while. What do you think of the offseason that could happen?
Yeah, we got some really huge names that could be on the move. Obviously, we have those quarterbacks that we talked about a little bit. Um, I want to say a couple episodes ago, like Russell Wilson, it could be on the move. Obviously, Jimmy
Yeah.
Garoppolo going to be on the move. Well, I mean, they didn't. The Seahawks did say that they're not going to trade him, but he
Teams
definitely
say
still could
that.
be on the move. I feel like,
Yeah, teams just say that to downplay
yeah.
everything.
And you have Kyler Murray, who's disgruntled. I mean, there's just so much that can happen this offseason. And then this draft class has looked surprising so far in the combine.
Yeah, like it's, I mean, obviously it's not a quarterback heavy uh, quarterback heavy draft class. But that being said, I feel like this draft could also contain a lot of surprises. Like you got um, Malik Willis, Kenny Pickett, a lot of other names that could potentially be surprising. And like you said, the big QBs, let alone QBs, it's like receivers, O linemen, a lot of players. Like a couple episodes ago, maybe I want to say, I'm not too sure, I don't remember. We listed the top 5 free agents in our opinion where they could be going potentially. So this could be a big off season, right?
Yeah, I mean, we could honestly could see a huge shakeup in the NFL. We could see the rich get richer, or we could even see the not so good teams get richer. Uh, I feel like this offseason, after this offseason, we're gonna have a clear favorite. I feel like I don't really know though.
Yeah.
I just feel like the Bengals, they're gonna be a really solid team. They just get some couple O linemen. I feel like they might be one of the favorites to go back to Super Bowl.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Like, and I posted on Twitter and everything that honestly, like, honestly, the Bengals will be good, but I just have a weird feeling for some reason that Joe Burrow might be Dan Marino in the sense that he goes to the Super Bowl, everyone thinks he's going to return, and then he doesn't return. I hope I'm wrong. I want to be wrong in that prediction, but crazy things keep happening. Like, I don't know. This is going to be a very interesting offseason. I keep saying, but I truly believe it. Like, wow.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot more rumors about players than we ever seen before, and then there's obviously some really huge names in free agency, like we talked about already. We're gonna talk about a little bit more on the stream,
Yeah,
but yeah, there's gonna be some super teams. I feel like maybe formed.
I agree. And I mean, with that, we're going to save all our free agency stuff for that live stream. And like I said, 5 p.m. as a tentative time. Probably expect 5 p.m. at this point, but as we said, this could be a crazy off season. So be on the lookout for that live stream, not this Sunday, but next Sunday for Selection Sunday. Predicting our brackets, I'm going to set up the stream program, I guess, to record Evan's screen along with my screen. So you will see both our predictions. We'll talk about football. We'll talk about sports, everything in the live stream. Remember, we post at the start of the week on Monday and at the end of the week on Friday. Have a great weekend and see you Monday for episode 47.